The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Stroud.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Texans 7.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Pierce now up the middle. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Stroud. That ball caught. It's chosen.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On first down, here's Stroud. This will be complete to Mechie.
And still fighting. Touchdown.
John Mechie.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have moved out in front.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line. Moore, the man in motion.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
Powers through.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Back to throw, Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake for Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
At the 32-yard line.
Come on. 2nd and 7.
They go again with Pierce. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here's Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
And Stroud now to throw.
He's got it. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. 4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Dameon Pierce there to make the grab. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as Graham opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, racing to the end zone. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Texans 28, Browns 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Oh, the return from his end zone is...
And deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Forced out to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They'll run on first down with Singletary.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Second and a couple. Stroud to throw it. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Stroud to the air on first and 10.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Browns 10.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A run by Pierce begins the second half. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 53 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen.
And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a second and 10.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. To about the 26 here.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down.
Quick slant complete to Njoku.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a 1st down.
Watson on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
That is incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount?
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
Stroud sets up the play action. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 25 yards that time.
Here goes Stroud again.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been a...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Elijah Moore.
85 yards.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2.
Here's Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on second is Watson. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now a first down throw, Watson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air yet again, Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line.
First down, Browns.
From the red zone now, Watson. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku from 13 yards out.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets him.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Stroud looking to throw. That's into the hands of Chosen.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Texans are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Browns first down.
Back to throw, Watson. Here's a diving catch right side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
96 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. That is caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
On 4th down, Watson.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen.
This is taken in at the 5. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Stroud.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Texans 54, Browns 23.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Texans,
their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year.
and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.